Wow, that went by fast, didn't it? Well, hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, October 5th. I know it's been a hot minute since I have been on here, but my life has been pretty full the last few weeks. It seems like I was just talking about coming out to South Dakota. Seems like I just told you I had accepted a job at the KOA for the summer, and here it is over. As you can see, my surroundings are different. I am right now in Oregon at my daughter's apartment. I'm going to be here for a couple weeks. My job ended on September 30th in South Dakota, and I left on the 1st of October to travel out here. It took me 3 days to get here. So I got here on Monday, and uh, I just honestly, I cannot believe that it's over with. It seems like it just started. There were days that it didn't seem like it was going by very fast at all. And then all of a sudden, boom, here we are. And I'm getting ready to go back home to Ohio for the winter. So I have been trying to upload photos to my email so I can put them in this um, video to show you some of the hikes I did because I don't think I have actually been on YouTube since I did the notch. Um, as if you've watched me for any length of time, you know when I first came out here, two of the hikes that were on my radar, the two that I really wanted to do, was the Notch Trail in the Badlands National Park. I did it, and I climbed up that ladder with no problem at all. Uh, Coming down was a little bit more difficult, but I did it. Uh, and then the big one that I had talked about was the Black Elk Peak, and I did it. I went a week ago on Monday to the top of Black Elk Peak. Now, Black Elk Peak is the highest point in South Dakota. It's also the highest point um, between the Rockies and the Pyrenees, wherever that is. It took me 4.5 hours to get up to the top, and it took me 2.5 to get down. So I'm trying to get those photos uploaded now. So by the time I'm done with this video, hopefully I'm going to show you those photos. Also, I have photos to show you of my drive from South Dakota to here. Um, Not sure how much I'm going to get up in this video. Depends on how long this has taken me. Just a moment, my phone's ringing. Well, it's now Thursday, October 6th. Um, Yesterday, I was trying all day to get photos uploaded. I think they have finally uploaded, but what I'm going to do, because I have so many, is I'm going to make separate videos for the different hikes so you can see those. Um, I saw some beautiful, beautiful scenery when I was in South Dakota. It just kind of took my breath away. I wasn't expecting South Dakota to be so beautiful. I had never really been in the Black Hills other than to drive past them on my way from Ohio to Idaho, really. So I want to show all the pictures that I took. You can also go over to my Facebook page, my Sue Slims Down with WW Facebook page. I have posted over there video photos, but I will get other videos up later today or tomorrow of those hikes. They were, like I said, they were bucket list hikes, and I did them. So, and I did a couple extra ones too. We Some friends of mine that I met out in South Dakota. Uh, we hiked up a trail called Horse Thief Lake Trail, hiked that, met up with the Centennial Trail, then spurred on over to the Blackberry Trail and hiked up to Mount Rushmore. That was probably the hardest, the most difficult hike that I did. First of all, the elevation gain was more drastic. It in that it just you were going here, and then all of a sudden, boom, you were going straight up. So the elevation gain is what got to me. The hike itself, the terrain wasn't that difficult, but the elevation gain bothered me on that hike more so than Black Elk Peak, even though Black Elk Peak was higher. It was a more gradual gain in elevation. And also, the day that we did Mount Rushmore, it was pretty hot. And the day I did Black Elk Peak, it was much cooler. So, but I did what I set out to do as far as hiking in the Black Hills, and now it's on to my next adventure. Uh, I don't know if I've told you this or not, but I I think I have because you all know that I'm moving into my new home on wheels uh, next spring. I will be working for the summer anyway in Richfield, Utah at the KOA there, doing basically what I was doing at the one in South Dakota. But I will be getting rid of my apartment. I know some of you asked that. Yes, I'm getting rid of my apartment and be selling off a lot of my stuff or giving a lot of it away, I think. Molly will be able to be with me, and I no longer have the cat. So, what happened with the cat was my son that lives down in Wapakoneta was um, keeping the cat for me while I was out in South Dakota. And the cat got out one day. He's an indoor cat. So he got out one day and ran away and never came back. So I can only hope that someone found him and took him in. Uh, he wasn't a super friendly cat. So it will take a very special person to house him. But I'm hoping that someone has found him and that nothing bad has happened to him. So, Andrew said he keeps looking around for him, but he hasn't come back. And that was like 2 months ago that he ran away. And it took Andrew a month to tell me about it. But anyway, Molly and I will be moving into the travel trailer. I have not seen the trailer in person yet. My kids have seen it. They all love it. And they say it's the perfect size for the dog and I. So that's my next adventure. I'm going back home to Ohio. I'll be back there the end of October and I'll be substitute teaching there. In fact, I already have uh, a long term sub job there for November. So those are my plans. Now let me tell you about my weight loss. So hang on just one second. So I have good news and bad news, um, and not super bad news. So the good news is that I weigh less now than what I did when I went out to South Dakota. I lost around 15 pounds during the summer. Not what I had wanted to lose. My birthday is coming up on this coming Tuesday. I had wanted to be in Wonderland for my birthday. I am not going to make that goal. Uh, I weighed in this morning at 216.1. So I have 16.2 pounds to get to Wonderland. I could give you every excuse in the book. The fact of the matter is that I overate. That last couple weeks that we were at the KOA, it was like almost every night we were having a going away party for somebody that was leaving to go into better things, and I just made bad choices in food. And I mean, basically, that's it. Now, I know there's a lot of people leaving Weight Watchers. They're going to do other programs. They're doing what's working for them. And I want to tell you, there is nothing wrong with that at all. You have to do you in this weight loss journey. I was doing the diabetic plan for a couple weeks. There were things about it that I liked, things about it that I didn't like. Um, the thing that I didn't like about it was how much the fruit was costing me in points. Uh, I'm not one that is saying you should eat fruit. I sort of need it. I need the fiber in it, and it helps also curb my uh, sugar desires. So I am, this morning I retook the assessment. Now, before I went on the diabetic plan, I had 22 points. Then the diabetic plan gave me 23 points, but it was counting sugar, yogurt, all that type of stuff. Today I retook the assessment, and um, now I have 20 points a day, which that will be interesting because 20 points to me doesn't sound like a whole lot. Although let me tell you, when I had breakfast this morning, uh, I had a banana which weighed out at 116 grams. On the diabetic plan, that would have been 3 points. And now on the plan that I'm on now, it was zero. My coffee, half and half. I'm back to using fat-free half and half. Um, that's 1 point in my coffee, and I get quite a bit of half and half for 1 point on the fat-free. Everything else I had was eggs that I scrambled up with some onion. That was 0 points. I had some tomatoes, 0 points. And I topped my eggs with avocado, which I weighed out at 30 grams. One serving of avocado is around 28 grams. And I think on the blue plan, it was 1 point for up to 28 grams. And then on the next plan that I did, it was, you could have up to like 32 grams for 1 point. Well, now avocados for me are 0 points. Doesn't mean I'm going to eat a whole avocado. I'm still weighing it out as one serving. So I had 30 grams of avocado on those eggs this morning, which were 0 points. So on the diabetic plan, my breakfast would have been 4 points. And after I retook the assessment, it was 1 point. So it might work out. I'm going to just try this for a little bit. My breakfast was around 430 calories. And if you've watched me for any length of time, you know that I have been tracking my calories along with points for a long time. So that's not a new thing for me to do. Yes, it's a little bit more work, but I have a spreadsheet set up that makes it easy for me to do. So it maybe is 5 extra points per meal or 5 extra minutes per meal that I'm spending tracking my calories and my protein and things like that. So to me, it's no big deal. Am I going to leave Weight Watchers? Not now. Uh, and I will say that with all honesty because Weight Watchers and I have disagreed on the calories for a long time, long, long time. However, I do know that when I follow the Weight Watchers program, it works for me. When I'm tracking those points, it works for me. The only reason I track calories is because I want to be in a calorie deficit at the end of the day. So I want to be in about a 500 calorie deficit every day. Um, now, when I was out in South Dakota and I was doing all that walking and hiking, it was easy to do. Right now, not so easy. I'm not doing a lot outside right now. There is a fire, not a wildfire, not far from us. It's very, very smoky outside, and to the point when I go out, my eyes burn. So, uh, I'm not doing a lot of outside stuff. I'm going to do some house walking here today. My daughter's apartment's pretty big, so I'm just going to do some walking just to burn off some calories. But that's the biggest reason that I am tracking both. Uh, Weight Watchers helps me eat balanced meals. It makes me, when I'm tracking points, it's making me more conscious of, okay, I'm going to have a protein, I'm going to have a vegetable, I'm going to have fruit, that type of thing. Could I do it without Weight Watchers? I think so. But Weight Watchers kind of helps me stay grounded. My other spreadsheet sheet that tracks the calories gives me data. Okay. So as a teacher, I'm data driven anyway. So I can look back and say, okay, I've had this many calories and this percentage of it was protein. Because at my age, especially, I think that it's important to have protein. And also, it helps me, Weight Watchers helps me make sure I'm getting healthy fats. So, for instance, I had that avocado this morning. That was my healthy fat. I have stopped eating fake food, if you will, other than my fat-free half and half. That's the only fake food I'm eating. So, I'm eating, like real butter, um, real sugar when I have something for sugar. But I'm trying to get most of my sugar from from fruit. Uh, so anyway, uh, eating more whole foods and that type of thing. But uh, so my goals have changed now. Uh, Obviously, I'm not going to make that Wonderland by my birthday. Am I okay with that? Well, no and yes. I'm okay with it because those last few weeks that we were going having all those going away parties for people, uh, didn't lose weight, but I made a lot of memories that I will never ever get back again. So uh, I had I made good friends out there in South Dakota, and it involved eating a lot, when we were together. So, I mean, we would get together around the campfire. I will say, the whole time I was in South Dakota, I never had one s'more. Um, but we had chili around the campfire. We cooked burgers, hot dogs, you know, campfire food. And it was a good time. So, no, I didn't lose all the weight I wanted to do, but what I gained was a lot of memories and a lot of good friends. So, from that aspect, I'm okay with it. Uh, Yeah, I would have liked to see Wonderland by my birthday, but I'm going to get back down into Wonderland. I have no doubt about it. Uh, when I'm home this winter, I'll be downsizing a lot of stuff. I have a lot of my Weight Watcher uh, materials back at home that I'm going to be looking at, and more meal prepping because I'm going to be teaching. Matter of fact, the one sub job I has is a 17-day long sub job, so I'll have to be prepared with my lunches and my dinners a little bit better. I'll be a little bit more conscious about it, um, and then that will continue on. It'll make a difference when I'm in my own space at the next campground. I was sharing a space and a kitchen in South Dakota. I won't have that to deal with. Um, And again, I know they're all excuses, but it's just what it was. So I am confident that I'm going to get back down into Wonderland and stay down there. So you can't trade anything for the type of experiences that I've had. And I guess that's all there is to say about that. But I will tell you, I'm back to tracking. That's the other thing I wasn't real consistent with, especially the last couple of weeks. I wasn't real consistent with tracking. Uh, I had a couple of weeks where I had really good weight losses when I was in South Dakota, and I was back to tracking and keeping good uh, count of my calories and everything. So the last couple of weeks, I wasn't doing that, and plus, after I disconnected my Starlink, I didn't have internet access anymore, so it was a little bit difficult to do. I had to disconnect that to pack it up to get it back home. So anyway, that's what's going on with my weight. Uh, I didn't gain back all the weight that I have lost. Now, I had lost a total of, I think, 93.2 or something like that. Um, on Weight Watchers, and I did gain some of that back. So right now I'm sitting at about 63 pounds lost total. So I didn't gain it all back. I did gain more than what I had wanted to, but I think the important thing is that I am keeping an eye on that. Yeah, I let the 30 pounds get back on me, but I'm keeping an eye on that and making sure that it doesn't go above that again. So it's real life. Things like this happen. Now my life is going to change in a big way in the spring. I'm going to be in Utah from the 15th of April to the 15th of October. So I'm going to be down there for my 70th birthday. That should be interesting. I'm going to be 69 this coming Tuesday. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be in Wonderland, but I'm hoping this is the last birthday I have in the 200s. So I know that I know what to do to make it happen. So. Anyway, I was going to show you pictures of my hikes at the end of this one. There are too many pictures to show, so I'm going to put up another video or two showing you my hike videos, and I'll start recording my food again now that I'm kind of getting more settled back into life away from the campground. So I do have a video that I can show you of my breakfast, but the points are wrong because I changed my points after I logged my breakfast, or after I videoed my breakfast. I changed the program that I was on because I thought, 3 points for that banana just doesn't sound right to me. And yesterday I had apple pie oatmeal for breakfast, and the apple 94 grams was more than the oatmeal, and I thought this just isn't set with me. So anyway, anyway, um, I will get a different video up to show you that breakfast, and I'm going to try to video the rest of my food today. Now, my daughter and I have gone out to eat a couple times since I've been here. I cooked last night. Here, I made a recipe that I found by the Pound Dropper, and it was a skinny Greek chicken bowl, which had cauliflower rice in it, chicken breast that was marinated in some yogurt and some spices, and that was very, very low point for me too. So anyway, I'm looking more at the recipes tonight. We're gonna have pork chops, so I'll look up the points on that, and then we'll just have a salad with it. So anyway, I know that for a fact that she's taking me out for my birthday. I don't know where yet. Um, I know that this weekend we're going to go over to the ocean uh, to see the redwoods. So we're going to do that on Sunday. And Tuesday is my actual birthday. She's planning on taking me out somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. Okay, well, that's going to wrap up this video. Uh, You guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. I know I've been up and down and up and down in this weight loss. I'm sticking with Weight Watchers, and I am still counting calories alongside of it. So that's what I wanted to let you guys know, basically. And I'll be videoing my food again more regularly. Hopefully, have more of a presence again on YouTube and let you know how I'm doing. But I have to tell you, mentally, I'm doing really, really good. Uh, this summer was just it you can't I can show you all the pictures I have, and it still would not describe the fantastic experience that I had. So I found out a lot about myself. I pushed myself to physical limits that I didn't know I had within me, and it was good for me to be out in nature and clear my head and realize that you know in spite of everything, my life is going on and I'm okay. So, you guys have been my support group for so many years. We're coming up on the 5th anniversary of when my husband passed away, and I can finally look back and smile and say, I'm okay, Joe, and you don't need to worry about me anymore. So, thank you for following along with me. I hope you come back and continue watching my weight loss journey with me. So I will see you in the next video, hopefully later today sometime, and I'll show you all those great hike videos. Okay.